right, FightHype.com. Pleasure to be joined with my man BH Bill Haney, of course, the trainer and the father of the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Devin Haney. Bill, man, before we talk some boxing, talk this fight, your mom, you know, Devin's grandma was featured a lot on Blood, Sweat, and Tears,
Yes.
and she's this hardworking woman coming from, one moment, here we go, yeah. She's this hardworking woman from Detroit, and I believe she worked at General Motors, and is she the backbone of is that where you guys got the backbone in the fight from, in part, is you know, your mother, and she plays a big role in getting here?
Oh, absolutely. My mom is originally from the Bay Area, like all of us. You know, she was born and raised in San Francisco, and she really represents what we believe hard work to be, what determination is. She took an opportunity to go work in Detroit. Initially it was Kentucky, and then she transferred from there to a plant in Detroit working for General Motors. But she went out as a woman on her own, you know, and I stayed back with my dad, me and my brother, and she took the opportunity to take a promotion to go out as an African-American woman in a place like Kentucky. And I'm just, you know, I mean, I have so much respect and admiration for my mom. Just watching her do that, watching her go and to, you know, just provide a life and provide a way for us outside of what we were accustomed to looking at in the Bay Area. So she's so strong, man. I get a lot of my strength from her.
So some of the Haney fighting blood.
Oh, she's a fighter for real.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and then of course, you know, moving on to the fight here with Lomachenko. You know, Devin said, I know what you want to do. You want to slip the jab, get inside, and, you know, be dirty and whatnot. How much of a price is Lomachenko going to have to pay Saturday night to get in the range he wants to get at?
You know, everything is a price. You got to pay a price for something. You know, Devin, we know that Devin has the tools and the attributes to make any adjustment that Loma brings to the table. First and foremost, for Loma to deal with the jab, Devin has the best jab in boxing. We haven't seen anyone neutralize his jab yet, but that's not the only tool we have in the toolbox. For Lomachenko to feel or to say that Devin, the only tool that he needs to concentrate on is the jab, he's going to be overwhelmed, and he's making a great underestimation of what Devin brings. We know that Lomachenko does a lot of things good. We won't just say it's only one thing, but on May 20th, Saturday night, the world will get a chance to see how great Devin is.
Did you hear Loma's comments kind of likening Devin's jab to Garcia's left hook? And what do you think about that?
Like I said, you know, his accomplishments, his record, and what he's been doing, you know, takes precedent over what he's saying right now. I know that that's just fighter talk. I know that he has a lot more respect for what Devin brings to the table. But of course, if that's what he does, then he will be overwhelmed for his underestimation, for sure.
And then, you know, talking about him being dirty on the inside, what's the line there, Bill, between a guy he's fighting on the inside, someone's trying to hold him, and he's doing whatever he can to punch out of that clinch, and it might, you know, what's the line there between?
Well, punching during the clinch is one thing, but punching on the break is a different. If the ref calls break, then you're supposed to break. But to what degree do you break, and how far do you break? These are all things that, you know, maybe the ref will give instructions on or not. But I know that Harvey Dock is a very experienced ref. He's been in a lot of world title fights, so I'm sure he'll have it handled. And we know that I have all the faith in the world that the best man will be decided between Devin and Loma on May 20th in the ring and not outside.
Obviously, again, you don't want to talk too much game plan, but if Lomachenko's expecting him to just want to clinch on the inside, do you think Devin surprises him and maybe some people with his ability to fight on the inside, even though he's a taller guy?
Oh, no, absolutely. Like I said, we look forward to May 20th to Devin showing more of his versatility. He continues to get better under the lights, and we look forward to it. You know, like I said, the clinching and fighting is a part of it. But hitting on the break is not.
Does he do it in a way like does he finesse it like Hopkins and Ward to a way where it's skillful, you got to respect it, or does he not finesse it to that level where it is skill?
As in Loma?
Yes, and Lomachenko, yeah.
Well, you know what? We'll just have to see on May the 20th. I'm not concerned with any of his tactics. I know that Devin will make the adjustment you know, when it comes time to make it.
How's the weight been for this camp, Bill?
He looks amazing, doesn't he?
He usually is more low energy at this point in the week.
Right.
So why
right.
do you?
Just being at home, and being able to be very familiar with your surroundings, familiar with your diet, familiar with just less to stress about. You know what I mean? So I believe that Australia, as easy as everyone is saying to go over there and do that to George, it wasn't an easy task to go over there not once but twice to cut weight and you know, rehydrate up and do all those things. You know, so I think we're having an easier time here at home. But of course, you know, we can't tell until Friday morning.
Right. Are you leaning one way, like this is probably the last fight at 35, or you don't know yet until you see how his body's feeling weigh-in day?
It's fun carrying around all those belts, isn't it?
It is, but
hard to give up, hard decision to make. But ultimately, Devin is the boss. He'll make that decision on you know, on the May the 21st or whatever. You know what I mean? But for all intent and purpose, he looks good right now.
Has that been making your life and job a little easier? Devin just fully becoming the boss of you know, DHP.
Oh, he's always been the boss, baby. He's always been the boss. I appreciate it.
And lastly, Bill, before you get out of here, because there's so much speculation, I know it's really something more to talk about after Saturday night. But where you leaning? Have you had talks with Matchroom? I know you mentioned like Aram and
only thing on my mind, Sean, for real,
Mm-hmm.
is dominating Lomachenko and watching the Brinks truck pull up after.
Today's price or tomorrow's price isn't going to be today's price.
There you go, baby. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks
Bill.
a lot.